It feels like Lindsay Dorado is traditionally a part of the news videos, but either way, well, putting that notice aside, there's an interesting bit of information to talk about to lead off the news video today, and that is that Bo Dallas is backstage at Raw tonight, and it is the first time that Bo Dallas is backstage at a WWE event since his release a few years ago. So it is possible that if Uncle Howdy makes his, makes his Raw debut tonight, then that may confirm the presence of Bo Dallas in this story with his brother. The reason why Uncle Howdy may make his debut tonight on Monday Night Raw is because Alexa Bliss is set to explain her heel turn on Bianca Belair, or official heel turn on Bianca Belair, last week when she rammed Bianca face first into the steel stairs during their match for the Women's Championship. I honestly was hesitant to include this because, honestly, I would rather let circumstances provide, I'd rather not know than know, if that makes sense. I would rather not know who Uncle Howdy is and find out as we go, as opposed to have it spoiled for me, because I don't really care. I'm not saying I don't care who it is. I'm saying I don't, who it is or who it isn't doesn't really concern me. You know what I mean? It's more, is the storyline good? Good. Okay, that's what matters to me. Am I invested in the Bray Wyatt thing? Yes. That's what matters to me. That's it. It doesn't matter to me who has the role of Uncle Howdy. What matters to me is if I am invested in what's going on with Bray Wyatt, and I am. That's all I care about. But either way, we may find out if Bo Dallas is Uncle Howdy tonight, based on the circumstances of him being backstage. It could be that he's just visiting people, but it also could be that he's playing the part of Uncle Howdy. One way or the other, we will find out tonight. I don't think that we will. I don't think Uncle Howdy will debut tonight because how they've been playing it with the Bray Wyatt thing, they've been playing it both coy and slow. So even if Alexa does reveal why she turned on Bianca last week, I don't think they would reveal Uncle Howdy. I think maybe progressively they would, but overall, revealing that, both things on the same night I would feel would be like too much of a rush and a complete disservice, or maybe not a disservice, but more like too different than what they've given us thus far in that angle with Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on it. But now we got a few updates on a variety of wrestlers, including Charlotte Flair, and why she was gone from WWE, or part of the reason why she was gone from WWE for the time that she was gone. As part of the reason why most people know is that she was getting married to Andrade. And the other reason may be an injury to her mouth, as she sustained an injury to her teeth, I should say, during her match with Ronda Rousey back at WrestleMania Backlash. And from what her father said, it seemed like she may have had dental work done to repair whatever damage was done during the match. So that's worth noting, because that takes time to heal and make sure that everything's in place. But as Flair said in Corey Graves' as a guest on Corey Graves' podcast, it's never a bad thing to be able to step away, especially when it comes to getting married and just stepping away and nursing, rehabbing, and taking a little bit of a break. It's never a bad thing. And Charlotte was able to actually not only do that, but also step away, and then when she came back, step into a position like she was as a top, well, basically a top star again. You know? It's not every day when that happens. It's not every day that you can be gone for a majority of the year and then jump back in and not only get your win back against the person who you last competed against, but also, actually win a title in your return. Like Charlotte was able to do against Ronda Rousey when she returned a few weeks ago. Another update is that AEW star Bandito sustained an injury during Battle of Los Angeles and PWG over the weekend. It appears that it's not necessarily anything that happened to him during the tournament. It appears that it is more what has happened to him as a result of months of the injury getting worse and not getting better. Apparently, Bandito has had a neck injury the last couple of months, and the neck injury has not showed any signs of getting better. It's basically, the word is that Bandito's been banged up. That Bandito's been banged up over the last couple of months, and his neck is showing signs of being banged up, so he may just need a little bit of time to recover. But speaking of a neck injury, so it doesn't seem too severe. It just seems like he's a little banged up and could need some time to recover. But speaking of a neck injury, one person that we have not seen for almost a year is Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly sustained an injury back in June of 2022 and apparently is suffering from post-surgical issues from neck fusion surgery, which is as bad as it sounds, to be honest with you, or sounds pretty bad, to be honest with you. The other half of the former Undisputed Era trio that is still with AEW, that being Adam Cole, has been on the shelf since Forbidden Door with a severe concussion, and the last report was that Adam Cole was doing better, but there was no clear timetable for his return. And the fact of the matter is, I think at this point it is fair to say that there is no clear timetable for the return of Kyle O'Reilly either, which is unfortunate, but I do hope that if Kyle O'Reilly does find the ability to return, that Kyle does have the ability to return, because in my opinion, Kyle does have more to give to not just AEW but wrestling in general. And it would be unfortunate to see two great talents like Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole have to retire from very unfortunate injuries, but very serious injuries at that, because whatever issues Kyle is having must be serious, because you can't have non-serious surgical issues from a neck fusion surgery. It just doesn't sound good, is what I'm saying. It just really doesn't sound good from what because, well, I mean, post-surgical issues from a neck fusion surgery, is there any way that could sound good? I mean, I'm just putting it out there. In my opinion, there doesn't seem like a way that sounds good. Might just be me, but it just doesn't seem like there's a way for that to sound good. Another update is that Xavier Woods is suffering from an undisclosed injury, and that is the reason why, since NXT Deadline, back in December, Xavier has not really competed in many matches. Outside of 2 matches, one on a house show and the mentioned title match for the NXT Tag Team titles. But the company seems to be under the impression that Xavier will be back before the end of the month and set for the Royal Rumble. Xavier has been plagued with the injury bug the last couple of years, and let's hope that he has a injury-free 2023. But I hope nothing but the best for Bandito, Kyle O'Reilly, and Xavier Woods as they recover back to 100%. And if they just need some time to recover, I hope they take all the time they can to come back and show that they still have a lot to give to the wrestling business. Either way, these have been my thoughts on wrestling, and I would love to hear your thoughts on anything and everything that I talked about in the comment section down below. And I will see you in the next news video.